And this is purely and simply based on health for your employees, for the people on the shop floor, right through to the offices, because it's airborne particulates that are harmful. But also actually having a nicer working environment. We all want that. We all concentrate on the office environment with air conditioning and such. Why not the shop floor?
Hello and welcome to today's MTDCNC Technical Corner. I am joined by Jamie Barton from Total Filtration Solutions, and we're going to find out about who he is, the company, and what they do. So, Jamie, let's start off with you. Where did it all begin?
Hi, Tom. Total Filtration Solutions is actually part of the Brown Holmes Holdings Group. Most people know Brown Holmes as a company for work holding, jigs, fixtures, and subcontract machining. And for some years, we've had certain filtration products within that portfolio. November last year, we decided to set up Total Filtration Solutions as its own entity, as we started to see a rising trajectory of the business. We have a range of filtration solutions for the machining environment.
And now this has sort of become your baby, let's say. So Where did it all begin for you? Where did you start?
Coming up to 3 years ago, I joined Brown Holmes as a business development manager for the Mistbuster range of products that we have, and from there that grew, developed, and brings us to where we are today. So it's sort of grown, and as I say, we've got our own products that we can bring to the market for the UK.
Now, obviously, we have one of your products here in front of us, which we will get onto a little later. But what products do you actually have in your range?
Right, so we look at the machining environment. So we have mist extraction filtration for those nasty particulates that come out of the machine and from the machining process. We also do swarf management and coolant filtration, coolant recycling, and amongst other products that are soon to be coming in the very near future, which we'll talk about, hopefully on another video.
Well, that sounds quite exciting, and I can't wait for that. I'll make sure I'll be the one interviewing you for that. Now, obviously, filtration and coolant management always seems to be one of them topics that people forget about. It seems to be, oh, we'll sort that later on. It's never on the priority list. But obviously, with regulations that they're trying to pass at the moment, why should this be in the front of people's minds?
Well, I think we've all worked in manufacturing from a young age. We all know that the industry, we have an ageing workforce. And if we take ourselves back to our younger selves, knowing what we know now to when we were younger, we'd say, why would you want to work in some of the environments that we have done? And this is purely and simply based on health for your employees, for the people on the shop floor, right through to the offices, because it's airborne particulates that are harmful. But also actually having a nicer working environment. We all want that. We all concentrate on the office environment with air conditioning and such. Why not the shop floor? But it goes on further from that with the products we have. We take kind of a sustainable view to our products. So as our history, we've always tried to provide solutions to enhance the machining environment, whether it be work holdings and jigs and fixtures that are bespoke to that particular application. And we take the same view with mist extraction and the coolant filtration. Coolant's expensive, we all know that. I know the coolant companies won't like me talking about it, but we are partnering with a number of coolant companies because they see the benefit of what we're doing with our products. So with our products, they will enhance the life of the coolant, they return the coolant, they recycle it, they filter it, and prolong the tool life as well with clean coolant, which most people do understand that, but then it's a case of that payoff, that trade-off. It's a necessary evil, we all know it is. Naturally I would say everyone should have them on their machine tools, which is why we've come to this product now and have a UK manufactured product, so we can actually lower our price point and actually be more competitive and more cost friendly to those companies that need it. And we also offer finance options. So you can amortize the cost over 5 years. And my view to that is, from a machining background, I'd rather spend my cash flow on materials that I can actually get a return on investment and let this just trickle along and sort of drip feed the payments for it. So that's something else that we offer, that we're trying to offer solutions to the industry and make it more accessible.
Do you think one of the problems though with this type of, with filtration and the problems and solutions it can solve in a workshop, do you think that comes down to education as well? Because there's not many people who really do shout about this sort of thing. Like you said, people really do want to spend their money on the material, the end mills, the machines.
Yeah.
But that's all well and good, but this is what's keeping your staff happy. This is what's keeping a nicer environment. And then when it comes back to, that was one of my points. The second point from what you just said was the recycling point as well, because nearly every part of this is recyclable.
Totally. So unlike other mist extraction units that are available on the market that use media filtration, ours doesn't. So it's electrostatic. It's probably one of the oldest forms of filtration in the world. It's over a 95-year-old technology, but it kind of was forgotten a little bit and for mist extraction and filtration, but it loves neat oil, it loves water soluble as well. But the beauty of each component here is it's fully washable and fully reusable. So you've not got any waste components, so you don't have to worry about that side of things. You literally have a cleaning solution. Most companies will have a parts wash. You can use a parts wash, rinse it off, put it straight back into the unit. So it's a very, very quick exchange process. So very, very minimal machine downtime. So we all want to keep those spindles running. And so, yeah, with regards to servicing this, it can be done in less than 3 minutes if you did it on an exchange basis. But all of the components that we have are fully recyclable. So from the cell there, if that ever broke down, the sort of average life of an electrostatic cell, if maintained correctly, is between 12 and 15 years. So you've got that sustainability there. It's good for the environment. It's fully aluminium, it's fully recyclable. Same with the pre-filters and post-filters. And again, they're all fully washable.
And one thing I would like to get over from us talking earlier on is this isn't a one size fits all.
No.
This is not a one machine for every application. You, as what you do in your daily life on your job, is you go in and actually find the pain points and find exactly what a customer needs, and then they get the right unit for them, not just a plug and play, rinse and repeat.
Totally, yeah. So there's a number of different models within the range for the size of machine, application, and again, not one will fit all. We don't take that philosophy. So we will actually look at what the customer's machining, what coolant they're using, what pressure that coolant's been delivered at, cycle times, and we will then find the correct solution for their needs. But also with this particular product, we have a variable speed controller on there for the fan. So for a particularly long application, so you've got on long op, we can reduce the speed so you don't need to extract as quickly because there's a dwell time within the chamber and you're not going to be opening the door so quickly. So we can also limit the dwell time, which means you can actually open the door sooner. So we can turn the fan up and turn the fan down, and we give full education to the customer on that as well. And we fully support it. As I say, we're a UK based company. It's UK design manufactured, and we support customers. We see them as partners. It's an extension of what we want to do. It's not a supplier customer relationship. I see it as a partnership. We're there to help. And we provide free training for servicing and maintenance because they can be self-maintained. So you don't have to have a specialist come along and service these units. We provide that training. We can provide a service contract, but realistically all you need to have a contract for is your annual LEV test, which you have to have if you have these fitted anyway. So
Jamie, if there's anybody at home who has seen or heard anything they would like to know more about, then how can they get in contact with you guys?
Well, they can look at the website, which is total-filtration.co.uk, and on there's a contact us form, and the email address is sales@total-filtration.co.uk, and one of our team will be in contact very quickly.
Well, Jamie, from me and everyone here at MTDCNC, thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Tom.